Hello Game Boys and Game Girls, I'm the Game Boy Guru, and welcome to a very special Shmup Club announcement. Now, normally I would wait until early to mid-December to promote the game for the subsequent month, that being January 2020. But there are a couple of special reasons why I'm going to be telling you this now rather than waiting a few weeks. So, first, let me introduce the game that we'll be playing in January of 2020, and that is Ketsui. This is the PlayStation 4 release of the game. It is a Japanese region release, but since the PlayStation 4 console is region free, it will play on any region PS4, and I've actually played this on my PlayStation 4. The game was also released for the PlayStation 3. That version is region free. Sadly, the Xbox 360 version, for some reason, is not region free. So in order to play that, you either need a Japanese Xbox 360 or your Xbox 360 needs to be modded so that you can play out-of-region games. But the PlayStation 4 version is excellent, and this is what I would recommend, just because it was released only last year. It's still relatively available in multiple markets. You can go on Amazon, it's on PlayAsia. There's another site called Nin Game, which offers this as well. And I'll have some links in the description below where you can find those for those of you who are not as up on the import scene, for example. Not everybody imports games, but it's becoming more of a thing, especially as consoles are more and more region-free. There's also a DS release, interestingly enough, called Ketsui Death Label, which takes the game and sort of turns it into a boss rush. And I've heard good things about that version. And so that's another option for those who want to tackle that specifically. But Ketsui is our game for January 2020. Now, two major reasons why I wanted to get this out there now rather than waiting a few weeks. Number one, again, because it's an import and there's no digital version of this that's available on the PlayStation Network store in the US, and as far as I know, in Europe as well. So, in order to purchase this from the PlayStation Store, you have to create a Japanese account. But importing the game is easy and relatively inexpensive. It's still about original retail price of a standard game. But because it may take a little longer for shipping and that sort of thing, plus we're coming into Christmas time, I want to make sure that anyone who wants to jump in and participate with this has plenty of opportunity to purchase this game and secure their copy if you don't already have it. Now, emulation will be allowed, but if you want to support M2 especially, since they did this port for PlayStation 4, I would highly encourage you to go and buy a copy because it's a really fantastic game. The second reason why I wanted to make sure to get this out there early is because this starts us off on kind of a new thing that we're going to be doing with the Shmup Club. We're still going to be going and doing a month-by-month examination of a different game. So we'll be focusing on a different game. After January, we'll be focusing on a different game in February, and a different game in March, and a different game in April, etc., like we have been doing. But Ketsui will be the overall focus for the year in terms of scoring. So we will be dedicated to Ketsui through the month of January, not only as our game of the month, and kind of the initial scoring for the month of January 2020, but all of 2020 will be focused on continuing to score in this game. That is in part because, as those of you in the know already are aware, Cave in particular likes to put complex scoring systems into their shoot 'em up games. And so we want to give people ample time to not only learn the game and learn the mechanics and how to get through the levels and how to kind of manipulate the game at the way that you're supposed to play it, but also to learn and master the scoring system. So we kind of figured that giving everybody a whole year to sort of focus on a particular shooter and really dig into it will give us the opportunity to really give it its due, and give us the opportunity to truly dig into a game, do a deep dive, and really put it through the paces. So that's what we're going to be doing with Ketsui. Again, the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3 releases are region free. The Xbox 360 version is not, but it is playable on a modded system or on a Japanese 360. And then there is also that Nintendo DS release, Ketsui Death Label, that is the boss rush mode. This release, it's subtitled Deathstiny, as you can see there. Funny little pun. And that is a new mode that is included in the game. This also has a super easy mode for those who are a bit apprehensive about a bullet hell game. The super easy mode is there, and the Deathstiny mode is also an easier mode in the sense that if you're looking for an opportunity to clear a game like this, that's a good mode to do it, because I cleared Deathstiny mode actually my first try. I'm not saying that's going to be your experience, but the mechanics of the Deathstiny mode are such that you can really go pretty far, because it's very forgiving as opposed to a standard one-hit death kind of thing. The Deathstiny mode adds new mechanics and changes up the scoring system. So while it makes it incredibly easy to get through the game because of some of the features that they add, it also adds a whole new layer to the scoring that, if you can master that, gives you the ability to achieve some truly insane scores. And so this is going to be a fun one, I think, not only for all of January, but really for all of 2020. So you're going to find me not only streaming this game throughout January as often as I can, but in between other Shmup Club streams throughout the year, I'm going to be plugging this in and doing some score chasing. And so this is going to be a big deal for me next year and for the Shmup Club, because this is the first time that we're really diving into something this specifically. So anyway, Ketsui, January 2020, rfgeneration.com, on the Shmup Club, and this will be our overall score focus game for the entire year. Again, links will be in the description to some locations where you can purchase the game, and yeah, just check it out. And again, go to rfgeneration.com and sign up there and post in the thread. There will be a thread there already for the Ketsui score competition, and let us know if you want to participate. If you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing so that you can see more of my videos in your YouTube feed. I'll have a link in the description below, also to my blog, where you can check out my Game Boy reviews. That is gameboyguru.blogspot.com. Also, please check out Nira and his channel. He has a bunch of great chiptune and game music covers, and he provided the Super Mario Land overworld music that I use for the intro for many of my videos. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for playing, and game on.